Hello. I'm just gonna do it unprompted here. Because I should have done it before and I didn't because I was depressed. But this is me 1 month, or at this point, 7 weeks on estrogen. Yeah, I was gonna do a video on my third channel, trans topics. Please subscribe. I will use it, I promise. I was going to do a video on August 11th that was going to be, talking about my first month on HRT, which the 11th is the month anniversary. What's the term for that? But every month on the 11th will be another milestone. And I want to do timeline videos. I watched a ton of them here on TikTok, and I wanted to post them onto YouTube as well. Maybe I'll just make this a YouTube short, because that is a thing that you can do that I've just remembered that you can do right now. So I take 1 milligram of estradiol twice a day, so 2 milligrams, and then 50 milligrams of Spiro twice a day, so 100 milligrams. So I take those in the first dose in the morning, and then I take another dose in the evening. And so I've been doing that since July 11th. And in the first month, obviously in the first month, you're not going to have a lot of changes. The first week, I felt very, very anxious. I'm pretty confident that I am bipolar. My therapist thinks so. And so ever since about March of 2023, I've been having these 2-week depressive episodes and 2-week baseline I can actually get out of bed and do something and not cancel plans with people and not wallow and accomplish nothing and just sort of sit around wishing I wasn't wishing I didn't exist. And so I still get that. And so when these 2-week up periods or stable periods happen, which, spoiler, I'm in one right now, when those happen, I really have to take advantage of the brief amount of time or I'm going to lose it. But they were happening. They were always there. I was preoccupied with other things. I had life, and I had I had school. I mean, that's really what once I had school to focus on and to take most of my energy, my productive energy away for 18 years. And if it wasn't school, then for the last 6 years, it's been my YouTube channel, since that's what I make money off of. But then when that kind of got taken from me, sort of, I still do content over there, but that's a whole other long story. When that sort of got taken away from me last summer, which was right after I graduated from college, I kind of lost all of my purpose in my life. And so I was like, who am I? Why am I here? So now that I've been trying to actually explore that, I knew I was trans. And so in the beginning of July, I made a impromptu Planned Parenthood appointment, because my primary care doctor still doesn't know that I started HRT. I have an appointment with him on the 9th of September, so he's about to find out. But I didn't consult him about it at all. Not that I thought he would be gatekeeping with it, which some doctors are. I just didn't. I don't mesh with him very well. And so when I had an appointment with him in May, my annual checkup, and I was too chicken to mention it there. I wanted to, because by May I was already publicly posting my thoughts on this stuff and on Twitter, and talking about it with my ex, and talking about it with my therapist. And I wanted to come out in June because Pride Month, but I decided to not do that or I was probably more depressed for the month of June than anything else, so I didn't do it. But for July, I finally did it, and I had the appointment on the 9th of July. Got the prescription I mentioned at the beginning of this, and started taking them on Thursday the 11th, because I picked them up on the 10th, and I wanted to start on a fresh day. Also, July 9th is an important day for me, and July 11th is now a really important day for me. But I did it in July because last July I had a very, very bad fight with my mom, and a lot of other really terrible things happened to me last July. And coming up in the 1-year anniversary of that this past July, it was all I could think about was how what happened last July literally has made me very unproductive and upset for a year. And I was coming up on a year of that, and I was like, I can't sit here and dwell. I'm sorry. I cannot sit here and dwell on July 2023. I need to make July a month that I do not dread, a month that I actually can celebrate. And that is why I decided to start HRT in July. And then I was all excited to post my 1-month update on August 11th, and then I was in a depressive episode, so I didn't do it. But there wasn't a lot to talk about anyway. I guess this is kind of a good introduction thing. I'll probably just make this a video on the 3rd channel, even though I'm shooting it in portrait mode, and that's going to be obnoxious to be a regular video, but yeah, fuck it. But basically, in the last minute that I have here, changes that happened in August, changes that happened in July, because there's been a lot in August that I'll mention at my 2-month video, which I was about to say I promise I'll do, but who knows how I will be that week of September. But my skin is getting smoother everywhere. I can cry now. I've been doing a lot of that this week. I am laying like this, but my chest hurts. That's all I'll say there. For reasons. Good reasons, but reasons nonetheless. And then, my smell. I don't smell, at all, really. Compared to how I used to, which is really cool. Those are some of the biggest ones that happened pretty quickly. I started noticing some changes for real, week 2, and now it's week 7. 5 seconds left. Thank you for watching this. I love you all. Goodbye.